Hello everyone. In this video, we will see about laws of indices or rules of exponents part 2. We have already seen the first 4 laws of indices in the previous video, the link of which is given in description and also the I button. You can check it out. So in this video, we will see the remaining laws of indices. So let's start.
A not equal to 0, B is also not equal to 0. Okay, A and B are not equal to 0. A is non-zero number, B is also non-zero number. Then A into B, the whole raised to M. Okay, A into B, the whole thing raised to M equal to A raised to M into B raised to M. So A raised to M into B raised to M. So A into B, the whole thing raised to M will be equal to A raised to M into B raised to M. So we can take the index inside the bracket. Only if it is multiplication sign in between, then we can take the index inside the bracket. Okay. So we will see how this comes with examples. See this example. 3 into 7, the whole thing raised to 4 equal, so whole raised to 4. So this 3 into 7, how many times we are multiplying with itself? 4 times. So what we will do? 3 into 7 into 3 into 7 into 3 into 7 into 3 into 7. This 3 into 7 we are multiplying again and again with itself 4 times. That is raised to 4 is there. So we are doing this. Now equal to, see, now total 3 we have taken how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. Okay. So 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 7 also we have taken 4 times, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 also we have taken 4 times and 7 also we have taken 4 times. So 3 into 3 means we have taken it 4 times, means 3 raised to 4 into 7 also we have multiplied with itself 4 times, means. So see, this is how. Therefore 3 into 7, the whole raised to 4 equal to what we got? 3 raised to 4 into 7 raised to 4. So this is how this rule is applied here. So instead of doing this much, so instead of doing all this calculation, you can directly use this formula and get this answer. We will see one example. 3 into 4, the whole raised to 10. Okay. So what we have, we can use directly this law, that is 3 raised to 10 into 4 raised to 10. Okay, so directly we can use this law in such examples. So this formula is very useful when we have such example. Directly we can use this formula. Now the next law is A is not equal to 0. B is also not equal to 0. A and B are non-zero numbers. Then A upon B, the whole thing raised to M will be equal to A raised to M upon B raised to M. So A upon B, the whole thing raised to M will be A raised to M divided by B raised to M. Here B is also not equal to 0. So this denominator will never be 0. Okay. So we should not have denominator as 0. So we are taking A not equal to 0. B also should not be equal to 0. Now we will see how we get this. See this example. 4 upon 5, the whole thing raised to 3. The whole raised to 3. So here what we are doing, we are multiplying 4 upon 5 again and again with itself. How many times? 3 times. So equal to 4 upon 5 into 4 upon 5 into 4 upon 5. Okay. So here multiplication is there. So the product of numerator will be in numerator. So 4 into 4 into 4 upon the product of the denominator will be in denominator. 5 into 5 into 5. 4 how many times we have multiplied again and again in the numerator. See, in the numerator 4 we have taken how many times? 3 times. So 4 cube upon 5 also we have taken 3 times. So 5 cube. So see what we got here. Okay. Therefore 4 upon 5 the whole cube equal to 4 cube upon 5 cube. So instead of doing this calculation, you can directly use this formula and get this answer. Okay, now we will see this example. 11 upon 20 the whole raised to 5. So equal to, by using this formula, what we will get? 11 raised to 5 upon 20 raised to 5. Okay, so this is how you can use this formula in such type of example. Now the next rule is, see, a not equal to 0. So a is any non-zero number, then a raised to m the whole thing raised to n. A raised to m the whole raised to n. So what we will get? A raised to m into n. Okay, if such type of examples are there, then we should multiply. If already there is one index and the whole thing raised to some other index, then we can multiply this two. Okay, so we will see how this rule comes. See this example. 8 square the whole cube. Okay, this means what? 8 square we are multiplying again and again with itself. How many times? 3 times. So 8 square the whole cube means 8 square into 8 square into 8 square. Now equal to, now what we have to do? See, here the base is same in everything. The base is 8, that is same, and there is multiplication sign in between. So we can add all this index because the base is same and there is multiplication sign in between. So 8 raised to 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay. So 8 raised to how many times? 2 plus 2 plus 2. 8 raised to 2 again and again we are adding. This means what? We are multiplying, we are doing this 2 into 3, right? 2 we are adding 3 times. So that means 2 into 3. Okay, 2 into 3 is what? 8 raised to 6. Therefore 8 square the whole cube equal to 8 raised to 2 into 3. So this example I have just taken to show how this rule is applied. So you can directly use this rule in this example. Okay, now we will see this example. 15 raised to 4 the whole raised to 3. So which is equal to 15 raised to, this rule we will apply, 4 into 3, which is equal to 15 raised to 4 3s are 12. Okay, this is how we can use this rule directly in such type of examples. Now see here, 2 into 2 which is equal to 4. Okay, 2 into 2 is 4. Therefore 2 square equal to 4, right? This is how we will write in index form. Now square root of 4 is how much? 2. Now how you will write this square root in index form? Now see, 2 cube is 8. Okay, now square root of 25 is 5 5s are, we will get 25. So square root of 25 is 5. Okay, 2 raised to 4 is equal to how much? 16. Therefore 4th root of 16 is how much? 2. Now we will see how you will show square root, cube root and 4th root by using indices. Okay, now see here, square root of a. We will show square root of a in index form as a raised to 1 upon 2. Now cube root of a. Cube root of a. How you will show? You will show this as a raised to 1 upon 3. 4th root of a. How you will show? A raised to 1 upon 4. So like this, if we have nth root of a, so how you will show this? A raised to 1 upon n. So a raised to 1 upon n means nth root of a. So a raised to 1 upon n, if the number is in the denominator means, so we will write it as nth root of a, and we say it as nth root of a. Okay, a raised to 1 by n means nth root of a. So nth root is shown by 1 by n, a raised to 1 by n. Last law, that is the final, is a not equal to 0, a is not equal to 0, then a raised to m by n will be equal to, see, whatever is there in the denominator, that will come here. Okay, we have seen just now 1 by n means what? Nth root, right? So a, nth root of a, the whole raised to, what is there in the numerator? M. So a raised to m by n is equal to nth root of a, the whole raised to m. So this, whatever is there in the denominator will come like this. Okay, nth root of a. Here n is there in the denominator, so nth root of a. Okay, see how it comes. See, now see the right hand side. Nth root of a, the whole raised to, so nth root of a, the whole raised to m. Okay, this is the right hand side. Now nth root of a means what? We have seen just now, a raised to 1 by n, a raised to 1 by n, the whole raised to m. Okay, so equal to, now this two you can multiply, right? So a raised to 1 by n into m, which is equal to 1 by n, a raised to 1 by n into m will be m by n. So see, this is how we got this rule. Okay, so a raised to m by n will be how much? Nth root of a, the whole raised to m. This is how we got this law. Okay, so directly, instead of doing this calculation, directly you can use this. Okay, now we will use this rule in example C. Here 8 raised to 5 by 3 means what? Here 3 is in the denominator of this index, so it will come cube root of 8. Okay, cube root of 8, the whole raised to 5. Okay, this rule, by using this rule. So here a raised to m by n will be nth root of a, the whole raised to m. The same here we are using. Here m is 5 and n is 3. So this is how it will be. Cube root of 8, the whole raised to 5, equal to cube root of 8 is how much? 2, right? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So cube root of 8 is how much? 2. So 2 raised to 5, which is equal to 32. So 8 raised to 5 by 3 is 32. Okay, this rule is very useful for calculation.
Now we will solve one example using the laws of indices which we have seen just now.
So see this example, 16 raised to 1 by 2 upon 3, the whole cube. Okay, so first here see the cube is for both numerator and denominator. So we can, by using the rule, we can take this cube. By using the rule, we can take this cube in both numerator and denominator. See, equal to 16 raised to 1 upon 2, the whole cube upon 3 cube. Okay, so this will be equal to, we can multiply here, we can multiply the index. Okay, so 16 raised to 1 by 2 into 3 upon 3 cube. Okay, so now 16 raised to 1 by 2 into 3 means equal to 16. 1 by 2 into 3 means 3 by 2. 16 raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 cube. Now 16 raised to 3 by 2. Now here how you can write this? We can write it as square root of 16. Here the index 2 is in the denominator, that means square root. Okay, square root of 16 the whole cube. Okay, this is 16 raised to 3 by 2. We can write it as square root of 16 the whole cube, whole upon 3 cube. Okay, so equal to, now square root of 16 is how much? 4 4s are 16. So square root of 16 is 4. So 4 cube upon 3 cube, which is equal to 4 cube is 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64. So 64 upon 3 cube is 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So this is the final answer, 64 upon 27. So this is how you can use the laws of indices and solve this example.
So with this we complete this topic. I hope you must have understood this topic. If you have any doubts, please write it in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.